everybody, to Tales from the B-Side. I am your host, Kim, and I am joined here with my co-host with the most, Jason.
Hi, everybody.
So today we are back in the Beat Laboratory in the B-Side Studios. Don't touch my drum set. And we are doing another life episode this time, and we are going to be talking about the Summerween event we went to at our favorite brewery, Grindhaus Brew Lab in Clearwater, Florida.
My favorite place in the whole world.
Honestly, I don't drink much. I say that, but I'm a member there. But it's really the only place that I go to drink. I don't go to any other bars and drink.
Yeah, same.
So speaking of drinks, what are we drinking tonight?
You know what? We're drinking wine.
We're drinking Chardonnay. It is not Winking Owl this time. I don't recall what brand it is, but we are drinking Chardonnay.
Didn't even look at the label, to be honest with you,
Me either.
which is, alarming, really.
Well, it's just drink goes here.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's in my mouth now.
Oh my God, that's great. So yeah, that's the topic of the night. So we're gonna both kind of pipe in here and there. I'm gonna give you a little overview of what they had. Each day leading up to Summerween, Lisa with Grindhaus, she handles her social media. She's also the beer tender there, owner, of course, with her husband, Rob. They're amazing people. We love them so much. Shout out Lisa and Rob. We love you guys. Anyway, they put on amazing events there all the time, and they really support local businesses, which I absolutely love.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We're both of the Amazon age, and you need something, you order it from Amazon or go to Walmart, Target, whatever. But we really enjoy supporting small businesses and individuals that are like really excited to get their craft out there.
Yeah, I'd much rather give my money to somebody that maybe I know, or somebody who's not a large corporation who's just screwing somebody else over.
Agreed. I agree with you, where we definitely, want to give back to our community, and it's the best way to do it because we also love everybody over there, all the businesses over there in the Hercules business park. I'm not exactly sure that the official name, but it is off of Hercules in Clearwater, so it's like the little industrial area. All the businesses over there, all the companies are great. Okay, so this was hosted by Grindhaus Brew Lab and Akala Studios. Akala does stained glass. Maddie and her husband Brandon, and Brandon does the East Coast Trading Company coffee, and it's really, really good. It's amazing. When you walk into the stained glass studio, it smells like amazing roasted coffee beans. It's so good. So it was kind of hosted by both of those. So a little bit on Grindhaus. They're a small batch craft brewery. And they, for the Summerween, their thing was they did the Slasher Camp Summerween t-shirts, and we had the option of blood splatter tie-dye on them, which was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
And our bestie Erica was running the booth, so that was fun. We got to go out there and spritz some blood on our t-shirts with Erica.
Blood flicking.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And they also released 2 beers. Now, they're not brand new beers, but because they're a small batch craft brewery, they do things obviously in small batches, but they also they usually release different things for different events. So this time for the event, it was the Jason S'morehees. That's a 9.2 Imperial S'more Stout. And then the Paul Bearer Pumpkin, which is a 6.2% amber with pumpkin spices. And both of them are so good.
They're amazing. I'm not even a huge pumpkin flavored person, but the Paul Bearer is one of my favorite beers from them.
I get so excited when it comes back on.
I know. And then they
did it in the summer for us, which is awesome.
Yeah. They do a little fancy rim on it too sometimes, where you get
they do like brown sugar and honey, and sometimes she'll do like cinnamon sugar and something else.
So good.
Oh, the S'morehees I think had chocolate and graham cracker.
Yeah, I didn't do that one. I should.
The reason I didn't.
So.
Well, also I only had one of those, and the reason I didn't do that is because they were so stinking busy, and I was like, Lisa does not need to be putting chocolate on the rim of my glass. I can live without that.
Yeah. But that one, I was trying to, not crawl out of there. And at 9%, that beer's heavy.
Right, because the event went from 4 to 8, and then they open at 2 and close at 11. We didn't stay the whole time. My husband and son came for a while. My son, he was so upset with me because we didn't mention this yet, but we will. There was a costume contest. So Jason and I dressed up, which was super fun because we got to do it in the summer and it felt like Halloween. It was great. He dressed up like Jason and I dressed up like a camp counselor. Well, ahead of this, I was like, I'm going to get some blood and some like tattoo scars and whatever. Well, my son was so mad at me that he didn't have scars too. And he didn't decide. He was Doctor Death, so we had a hospital or a doctor's scrubs, stethoscope and stuff, and we put like all this blood all over it. And he had a chainsaw he was carrying around, had blood drips on it. He was in heaven.
Yeah, he really enjoyed that. I think he just wanted to be scary like we were.
He did, and then he had Unky J draw some scars on his
Yeah.
arms, and he was so upset when they washed off in the tub. I didn't tell you about
Oh
that.
no.
Yeah, he was like, "Where are my amazing Unky J scars?" I was like, "Well, honey, they washed off, but I'm sure he'll draw them back on for you if you
Yeah,
want."
that was some fine work.
It was. Okay, so back to the folks that were kind of part of the Summerween. So the next we have, they did like a make and take market, and they also had this really cute vending machine where you buy tokens and you put the tokens in the machine, and it's like a mystery. So it tells you the category of the stained glass piece, and they're all little magnets. And then you pick which category, put your token in, spin it, and then something comes out. So my son was loving that. They also had the temporary tattooed scars, just like the ones that I bought for myself, which he was like, "Finally, Mom, I get my own." So we did that.
They have a beautiful space
It's
too.
really
Yeah, they got a
nicely
great space. Yeah,
decorated.
they did a great job in there.
When you walk in, it's kind of like a little lounge, and there's like a little library, and it just feels very homey. And then as you kind of walk back, there's the things that you can buy off the shelf. The East Coast Trading Company, the coffee that her husband does, is kind of off to the left in its own little enclave. Is that how you said it?
Enclave.
Enclave? Okay. Enclave, whatever. And then as you walk to the very back, it's the actual stained glass studio. But we also popped into East Coast Trading. They had bug juice, which I think they said was lemonade and orange juice
Yeah,
together, or something
no, it
like
was
that.
lemonade and Gatorade, I believe, or something
Oh,
like
something
that.
like that. For basically like the kids. They had gummy eyeballs, they had a s'mores thing
Yeah,
set
the
up.
s'mores thing was really cool.
And of course, like all of this was included and they didn't charge a cover or anything. So I kept trying to give everybody money and nobody would take money. I mean, obviously there were things for sale, but like I just gave them tips in the jars. I didn't know what else to do. I'm like, nothing is free. What are you what are you
Well,
talking about?
Lincoln eating that gummy eyeball was horrendous, by
Oh, I know. I know.
the way. It looked horrible.
It
Like,
did.
ugh.
It was gross. And then over at Akala, they also had moon and mantras, which they had, you could make your own intention candles, which was pretty cool. And then we're going to switch gears and we're going to go, oh no, wait, I'm sorry. At Akala, they also had the Ribitarian, which was the burgers and dogs. And that
Yeah,
was also all covered. So we
yeah,
had
it
to pay
was
for, and they
free,
didn't
which
have a tip jar or anything. It was
yeah,
crazy.
which I appreciate, but I really would
Heck
have
yeah.
liked to give them something.
Same, because it was great. Okay, so switching gears, we're going to go back over to Grindhouse. So, like I said, they had the t-shirt tie-dye, they had the new, or not new, I'm sorry, special release beers. They also had Tampa Bay Screams. So they're our local horror con. Andy runs it, and our friend Adam, that was on one of our podcasts previously, that I think y'all are going to hear next week. He hosts a lot of events for Tampa Bay Screams. It's kind of exactly what you think. They put on a bunch of different horror events in the area. I know Adam mentioned one that's coming up in August, but you can find them on social. And Andy's super cool. He's a really awesome guy.
Is
He's
that the
cool.
one that where did he say that was going to be?
It's in Gulfport,
That's right. It was
and
in
it's at Xanthia's studio. I just
Oh
don't know
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
exact
yeah.
address. It's kind of
Yeah,
like
I
a
couldn't.
collaborative
Yeah,
space,
yeah.
yeah. And then my cute little friend Jessica, she does Charmed by Joska, and she has like keychains and bag charms, Kindle and cell phone charms, and she always sells those. And then they also had a little friendship bracelet, which was free, a friendship bracelet
I didn't know
making.
that was free. I want a friendship
Well,
bracelet.
I wanted to make one too, and then we got like caught up doing whatever, and Lincoln hadn't
Yeah.
left yet with Dave, so I was like,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know those are free. I would have done a friendship
I
bracelet.
know, I know. And then they had skull art, which was really cool horror and pop culture themed art. And
Yeah.
I didn't get the name of the artist. I did
Oh
not get
God.
his first name.
You know what sucks about that is I sat, I sat and talked to him and I didn't get his name.
no, he was so nice. I
He
know
was
he didn't live in
super
the
nice.
area and he was like super sad because he had a blast. But Adam said he stayed and talked with him and Andy and a couple of the others. He was there till like 11:30 that night.
Really?
I was like, dang, you were there at like 2 o'clock and then
Holy
you stayed
cow.
till like 11:30.
Oh yeah, I'm not the only one to do
Open to
that.
close, open to close. So they also had a costume contest. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but we kind of ended up with a little bit of like a door prize by
I
mistake.
feel like I was robbed.
You were. I mean, I was just dressed up like a camp counselor with some blood on my face and stuff, but Jay did a great job. But it's okay. We had so much
Oh, it
fun
was a lot
doing
of fun.
it,
And I
and
got
like
to strut.
Oh yeah, we did a little like strut through Grindhouse and our like contestant number one. So yeah, like we kind of sat at the end of the bar and chatted a little bit. My soon to be brother-in-law came up and had a couple drinks with us for a little bit. Yeah, so like
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I
it
had a
was
great time.
no, it was super great. I we keep trying to convince them that they need to do this.
I think they should do it for every season.
Yeah,
Summerween,
we were
winterween.
everyone likes a ween for
Yeah. Who
every
doesn't like
every
winterween?
season,
Who
right?
doesn't like a springween?
I mean, we could convince them. You know, Lisa loves Halloween.
True.
Well, I don't know if we can convince them. We could keep saying it and hope to
We
convince them.
just keep repeating ourselves like children until she does
Are we
it.
gonna do it or what? I'm trying to think of what else we got into while we were there.
Beer.
Yeah, I mean we
I
did.
mean, we got into a few beers.
Yeah, also we could talk about Lisa and Rob just got a new
Oh, the projector.
projector, and that thing is so nice. So
Beautiful.
dur
Crystal clear.
it's really, really nice. I don't know what type or what kind it is, but it's super nice. And it was one of the first times that they were using it. We went back there. My husband I planned his birthday party there, and it was in the back. And that was the last time. So that was in April. That was the last
Yeah,
time I was back there to
I
look at
haven't
any
been
of the
back there
movies.
since then, yeah.
It's so crystal clear. It was really nice. They were playing Friday the 13th the whole day pretty much back there,
Is that
which
the only movie they're
I
just
think
showing
it,
it
I
over and
think it
over?
was like different, maybe different,
Oh, really?
yeah, like one, two, three,
Oh.
all the Friday the 13th.
Oh, okay. Well, the only good one is the first one, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I could be wrong because I was only back there for a little bit, a couple times checking it out.
I only popped in for a second. I didn't really see much of the movie.
And also our friend Chris was photographing a bunch of it too. I forgot about Chris. Sorry, Chris. Yeah, so Chris was there doing photography on both sides. I ran into him actually at Akala and over at
Yeah, I
Grindhouse.
saw them both places too.
And then they had some instant cameras on the tables that we were.
I don't know if we were supposed to do that, but
I
they
don't
have selfies
know.
now.
I don't know, but they're going to have some selfies of me,
You're
Jay, and Lincoln.
welcome.
Yes, enjoy. I don't know. Is there anybody else like that you want to feature that you talked to or that you liked while we were there?
I can't. Man, I think I talked to about 1,000 people when I was there, so I don't recall.
I know.
But the artist, I really wish I could remember his name because he had really great
He
stuff. And I
did.
went through all his stuff and didn't buy anything, which I should have. But
I know. I didn't
um,
either. I intended on going back, but it was just so much, eventually Dave and Lincoln left, my husband and my son left. And then it was just Jay and I, because we were waiting for the costume contest and the
yeah.
raffle. Oh, yeah, we could talk about the raffle.
Oh,
So they do at a lot of their events. I know they did it at their Christmas event. You kind of go around each table and each vendor, they sign your little slip and they gave you up to four chances. So if you bought four things, like I bought beer, I got a charm, I bought stained glass, and I bought shirt from Tampa Bay Screams and something else. And Erica at the blood
yeah.
splatter.
I got a shirt too. Yeah.
They'll sign off on each one, and then that's one entry into the raffle. And they had like little, I think it was gift certificates for
I didn't even see who won.
Grindhouse, and no, I think it was Jody. Jody
Oh,
won the
Jody won.
raffle. Yeah, I think Jody won, and she had just left.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
She
she
had just
like
left and
literally
won the
just left and
raffle.
then won, and
Isn't
then
that always the way?
they did the costume contest first, and they had little door prizes and stuff with like cookies and a beer stein, or not stein, I'm sorry, beer glass, and maybe a gift certificate for like $5 or something.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah, yeah,
remember.
yeah.
And then and trophies. They had trophies too. And then the raffle, I think it was like a basket worth $50 or
I
something
think
like
it
that
was, yeah.
of basically everybody that was part of the
Yeah, everybody donated something.
yeah, they donated a little bit of something, which is cool. So yeah, I don't know. I think the next event that's coming up at Grindhouse is in August, beginning of August, and it's Jaws themed or
Yeah, yeah.
and so oh my gosh, like Black Rabbit Catering. Geez, if I could get it out, they're going to be there doing like a seafood fest basically. So I don't know the menu yet. I don't think it's been released. But check out Grindhouse's. They're on Instagram, Grindhaus Brew Lab. They're on Instagram, Facebook. I think that's the most. I think those are the two that they're
Those are
primarily on.
the ones I follow
But
anyway.
they always post all their events that are going on their website. So
They always have trivia. There's always
yeah,
they not
Adam
right
does
now,
the.
but they do an adult spelling bee. It's not going on right now. I think it goes back on in the fall.
I think so. They were doing that. What was that on? Like the opposite Thursdays of trivia.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
That's a lot of fun. I would highly recommend that.
I've only stayed a couple times for the adult spelling bee, but it always looks like it's a
Yeah,
blast.
I've never participated because I'm always late. But They do trivia in between, and I have one trivia, and that's usually where I get my sunglasses. That's
Oh,
good.
that's right. Yeah, I forgot. He always has free sunglasses all the time.
Yeah, I don't buy them.
No, he doesn't. Like, I think he had Raisin Canes was at like an event we did, and he had Raisin Cane. I'm like, why do you have fried chicken sunglasses on? But
The last two times, I think they were Clearwater
and then
Library.
he also had Bell's Brewing. He had a
Oh, I had
coworker
those
that
forever.
her husband or soon to be husband, whatever he was at the time, worked for Bell's, and we got some sunglasses there. So yeah, there was something. Oh yeah, Adam does the trivia there every first and third Thursday of the month, and I think coming up soon he's going to be hosting another introduction to D&D class along
Oh, is he
with a
doing that again?
refresher. Yeah, they're going to see how much interest there is. That there were a lot of people last time that were saying like I would like a refresher. I've already played before, so Lisa was thinking about kind of opening up more to a beginner,
Okay.
and then people who've played before
So
like a
this is
refresher.
yeah, like an intermediate refresher.
Correct, yeah.
Nice.
So they're going to try to open that up again. I think it's going to start in August or September. Don't quote me on that, but you can check their socials if you're interested in role-playing games and stuff. Adam's been doing classes there for that as well. Oh, they also do a secret menu on Saturdays with Cellars, which is a little cafe down the street. People who own it, they're super, super
Oh, I love
nice.
that place.
They're so nice, and their food is really good. They do like really simple stuff for the secret menu. It's basically sliders and fries.
Yeah,
But they're great. The sliders and fries are always really,
yeah,
really good.
I think that's a Venezuelan menu. I think it's Venezuelan inspired
I
food.
think so. I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we talked about it.
We can also talk about Clearwater Record Store, which is also in the same area. They were not participating in the Summerween, but the people that own it they're really, really nice. They have a lot of nostalgia in there. They even have like old concert T-shirts and posters. They even have like old Playboys. I mean, they have like all sorts of cool stuff in there.
Even old electronics, old TVs.
Yes, they have TVs, VCRs. They have stereo systems and all sorts of stuff. A bunch of vinyl tape CDs, like basically all physical media for music related, and they're really, really nice in there. There's also I think it's called Seagull Ceramics. They're in there.
That's right on the corner.
Yep, that's on the corner. And then you have Mark's Painting, which is right next door to Grindhaus. I don't even remember the name of it. Is that bad? I park next to it every day. Premier Painters, I think is what it is. I think it's Premier Painters. But Mark is super great. He's awesome. He comes into the Grindhouse usually when I'm there at some point in the week. And he's funny. He's got some funny stories. I will not out him on the podcast, but he's got some funny stories. He keeps us entertained. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else other than...
We can talk about our costumes.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of did. I dressed up in like camp counselor outfit. I had a badge that said camp counselor, and I had some blood and grossness on my face. I mean,
I just bought a cheap Jason mask, and I doctored it up a little bit. Wore that, and then I blacked out my eyes. But what's fun is the
eyes blacking out.
Eyes, yeah. So the blacking out my eyes. It looks like Jason Voorhees, but then when you take the mask off, you look like Uncle Fester, because I don't have hair, everybody.
Yeah, it was actually pretty hilarious. I was like,
look for me.
You do know you look like Uncle Fester, right? So I was like...
It's two costumes in one. It's a twofer.
He just needed one of those plastic light bulbs to stick in his mouth, and he would have been all set. And then I think I already told you about my son's costume. My husband, I force him to dress up at Halloween. He's not really a person that's into what I am, but I force him. Poor guy.
Well, it's marriage.
He's like, I don't want to dress up.
Yeah, you're gonna do this. I don't want to dress up.
Funny story about that. I was editing that podcast today, and he was behind me crying, laughing.
Was he really?
Yes.
You heard the whole thing?
He heard the whole thing, and he was like, oh my God, it was so funny. He was even laughing at the part where I was like, it was a scary time getting there, and you guys were asking, are we going to talk about that? I was like, nope, just everyone needs to know it was scary. It was a good time. We were having fun today. I had the day off today, and my husband's day off is today, so it was like just nice for us to hang out together.
We keep trying to hook up to go to the Odyssey, but we can't seem to make it work.
He mentioned next Wednesday.
Yeah, we talked about it because I want to see it in IMAX.
Okay.
And he was content with seeing it wherever, but I'm like, I don't know. It was filmed in IMAX. I kind of want to see it in IMAX.
So what we did today is we watched Masters of the Universe. It's on Prime.
Oh my God, really?
Yes, and oh my God, you guys. Okay, you don't know this about me, but I love skeletons. I love skulls. I always have. And Skeletor, he's so cute. he's got like, because he's blue in the cartoon. If you're not familiar, I'm sure you probably are. Maybe, I don't know. It depends on your age. But his abs, he had like a 99 pack and they were
Well, he
all
better.
like,
It's Skeletor.
oh my God, he looked so good in his red eyes. I was like, he's an ass. He is Skeletor.
Well, yeah, he's a villain.
But what I loved about the movie is it still kind of tied back into that like pop culture, sort of made fun of itself a little bit.
Well, that whole thing was never meant. If anybody really wants to know about this, go on Netflix and look up. I think it's called The Toys Who Made Us.
Yes.
And the story of how Masters of the Universe came about is actually pretty hilarious because it's literally just this. It was a sales pitch.
Yeah,
There was no forethought.
it's like, here's some toys, let's make some
Yeah,
movies,
we got some
or
stuff
let's make
laying
a
around.
show.
Let's just
Yeah.
turn this green and
Yep. No, but it was good, and they set it up for a second movie. If anyone out
kind
there,
of have to. Like that's a if there was ever a franchise, it's Masters of the Universe.
Dave and I were talking about this because we were kind of surprised. It didn't do great. It didn't even make its money back.
Well,
But
I mean, you're talking about the wrong demographic, I think. They're trying to, you're reaching out to basically Gen X and millennials, and that's not who's going to see the movies, I don't think.
I mean, I don't know. The people that we hang out with, because we hang out primarily with people who are movie people,
Yeah.
they all go to the movies all the time.
Well, yeah,
Andrew goes to the movies constantly.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, Grindhaus
Is based off of
that's
movies.
their theme.
It is. Yeah, it is. And like most of my friends that I hang out with from Grindhouse are big into movies. They know
Yeah,
a lot
I'm
about
probably the least movie-based person in that entire building.
Same for me. Unless it's during a certain time frame. There were like almost 5 to 8 years I did not really watch movies.
Yeah, same.
And it's like, why didn't you watch movies? Well, I didn't find anything out there that I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take 4 hours out of my day to go to the movie theater.
Yeah. Rob and I had a long discussion about 70s movies. That was
yeah.
That's the type of people you're going to run into, though.
Yeah, it's very
interesting.
It's almost like family feel in there. It's
Yeah.
very like, once you know them, you're kind of part of the crew, and it's nice to be part of their membership. They do have a membership there where you get a member t-shirt, and you get member only events. And like you get, we don't get smoking jackets, but that would be fun.
Oh my God. You
Wouldn't
know what?
Lisa.
I'm talking to Lisa.
Lisa, we need smoking jackets.
Coats for the members.
Because it's Florida and we need friggin' coats. But they also give, as part of the membership, you get discounts on your beer, and we'll get text messages randomly that's like, oh, if you come in and show the text, you get like $5 off or $2 off, or all your beers are $7, or your 2 beers are $7, whatever it is.
It's starting to feel like an infomercial for Grindhouse.
I'm sorry. It is. It's the only place I hang out besides here and my house. So yeah. No, but we just have so much fun when we're there. Even when we're not doing events, it's a lot of fun.
I paint there.
Yeah. I actually, while we were here for the socials, I took some pictures of what we've been talking about the last couple times on the podcast. So I'll post those on Instagram. So y'all can see it. But yeah, we have our little beat laboratory set up, and where we're sitting, we can see all of Jason's artwork. So I kind of give him shit and tell
anywhere
him
in my house.
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah, okay. So is there anything that we need to plug? Anything you want to plug?
I guess we'll plug my Instagram at blahblahsays. Blahblahsays at Instagram.com. That is BLAHBLAHSAYS at Instagram.com. That is where you're going to see my art. I post every single day. But we also have our socials now.
Yeah, so I have set up an Instagram that is Tales from the B-Side, the podcast. Facebook is the same thing, Tales from the B-Cast, the podcast. YouTube, same thing, Tales from the B-Side, the podcast, or the podcast, yeah. And then what we've decided to do, thank you, Bud, my brother, he suggested that we set up a Spotify playlist that connects to all the B-Sides that we do. And any songs that we talk about, I have a few more to add from our first episode, but any of the songs that we talk about moving forward, we're just going to keep adding to the list. And again, if you are interested in what we're doing and you want to suggest anything, reach out to us on social, leave us a comment, like and subscribe on YouTube.
I mean, we're pretty open.
Like and follow all of our Instagram and socials. We're just getting started. We're still learning. I'm learning how to record and deal with the audio, and we're we're babies.
Yeah, we're baby podcasters.
But we're loving it. I will say, like,
Yeah, it's been fun.
I don't even care if nobody listens. We just have a
Yeah,
really
I'm
good
not doing
time
this.
doing
I'm not
this.
really doing this because I expect anyone to listen. I'm just enjoying this.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So, our next podcast will be a B-side, and it'll be a lot of fun. I've actually, because I'm an overachiever, I already have the next two in the pipeline because I can't help myself.
I do not. But
It's
I
okay.
will. I will.
It's okay.
Get off my back.
I didn't get on anyone's back. Relax, relax. So yeah, I think that'll do it for today. Anything else that you wanna?
No, the only thing I think is like, don't be afraid to put in the comments if you want us to do a song.
Yeah, if you want us to cover a song, or if you have a favorite song or a favorite artist that you want us to look into that maybe we've never heard of before,
Right.
we're happy to check some stuff out and expand our B-sides because, after a while we may run out of songs that we actually enjoy that happen to be B-side.
I highly doubt that, but, let's hear your B-sides too.
Yes, and you can follow the Spotify playlist. I made it public, and I think my other podcast, or I'm sorry, my other Spotify playlist is called "Remind Me Why I Have Ears," and it's basically every single song that I love, and I have a lot of songs that I love.
Did you share that publicly?
I think it's public. I want to say at this point I can't guess. It's a lot. It's a lot of songs.
It's got to be over 1,200 at least.
Probably more than that. I don't even
15?
know. So it's 49 hours and 22 minutes of songs. But I don't think it tells me a number.
If you wanted to smoke some meth and stay up for 48 hours, you have something to do. You have no excuse.
And the picture on Remind Me Why I Have Ears is me when I'm probably 3 or 4 and I have a set of headphones on. I'm listening to my dad's tape deck. It was probably like a Sony tape deck. Yeah. So, and the very first song on that playlist is Human Nature by Michael Jackson. Let's be surprised. Color us surprised. So yeah, you can give that a listen. I'm pretty sure it's public, and if it's not, I'll make it public, but be forewarned. There's some colorful songs on there that
Kim likes sexual songs.
Maybe.
There's no maybe.
I know.
It's well documented.
Well, I've told you guys I'm an R&B girl, so use your imagination.
Yeah.
But I also love 80s music. I love synth pop. I love like pop music in general. So yeah, there's a little bit of everything. And my son sprinkled in here stuff that you're like, why is the theme for Cars on your playlist? That's gonna be my son.
I'm not gonna lie, I have that on the playlist too.
Yeah, why not?
It's a solid song.
Catchy. It's super catchy. All right, so that's going to do it for today. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us so far and listening. We love you out there in listening land.
All. Every single one of you.
Don't forget to turn the record over. Bye.
Bye.